Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. Yeah, I'm back to normal. All that other stuff with nothing on it. I don't particularly care for that, but it's all good. Let's do what we do. Writism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. I put the message in the story for life. They're called life lessons for a reason. You picking them up, you listening to them. Obviously, the numbers say you tuning in. I hope they're working out for you. That's my goal. Let's go. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. That's all I got for you. That's all you need. The rest is up to you. Let's go. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that everybody who claims to be a right thinker and hoodies is in, get your order, check me out, send me the address, send me the size, send me your money, you get a hoodie. Let's go. I appreciate all those who are interested. So let's do what we do. Know thyself is the rule for all right thinkers. And my mission is to get you to do just that with the information that I'm going to give you daily. That will guide you to what? Know thyself. That's my goal. That's my mission. Let's rock. Know thyself is the question I ask. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. My goal is to get you to know thyself. So tune in. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Discard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do. What I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to do just that. Wake you up with knowledge of self. Next lesson called to wake up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right? Think, know that self. And to my eye, be true. I've been doing a lot of talking about being conscious, waking up, the great awakening. Ain't nothing changed. Another lesson, this one, right thinkers. Let's talk about ignorance is what? Lack of self knowledge, aka self control, whatever you want to call it. But with that, you are a wrong thinker. Okay? You're not right thinking if you're ignorant. You're wrong thinking. Let's break that down. Quick lesson. I want to throw that in right quick. Let's go. Ignorance is, excuse me, ignorance of thyself is the number one problem. Remember, Hosea told 2,000 years ago, lack of knowledge will destroy my people. Take it no further. I'm telling you, lack of knowledge will destroy you. And if a bunch of people does that, then we destroying ourselves. So it's the number one problem. What? Lack of knowledge. So that's number one problem with our what? Unenlightened people. Unenlightened means you don't know something. So if you're ignorant, that means you don't know something. Don't mean you're dumb or stupid and can't learn. It just means you don't. So don't get on be that shit. Oh, I'm not ignorant. We all are to a certain thing, to a certain degree. So it ain't a big deal being ignorant, being dumb or stupid is the problem you should be worried about. If you don't want to learn or you refuse to learn, dumb and stupid. Let's go. Don't be neither one of them. Why? That's what ignorance is all about. Knowing thyself is the opposite of being ignorant of thyself. That's what right thing philosophy goal is to get you to do what? Know thyself. So I don't want you being ignorant. I gotta deal with y'all now. I got a lesson about that too. How you deal with ignorant people. It ain't easy, but you have to. Why? Because everybody's not gonna be enlightened at the same level, at the same rate. So you're gonna have a bunch of people doing other stuff. Once you realize, understand it, you can deal with them a lot better. Quick lesson. I'm in the store. These three young ladies talking, young girls. They talking about one girl said her boo was cheating on her. The other girl said, "We know what you got to do." I was cringing. I, that's dealing with ignorant people. Shut your mouth and let it be. So if I'd have got involved in that conversation, thinking I'm helping, no, I'm going to have a problem. Those are people who don't know. You have to disregard them. I understand those people. So trust me. You get better at when you're listening and hearing certain things, you just know silence is the way to go. I'm taking a lesson on that one this morning too. Excuse me. Back to the lesson. Right thinking philosophy is a way of life where learning your spiritual truth, meaning getting the lessons, just get the lesson. Now it's up to you what? To manifest it for yourself to see if the lesson worked. See if the lesson was right. Why? You don't know until you implement what the lesson said, try what it says do, and then know for yourself. I give you what I know you can use, and I guarantee you will get out of it what I say. If you have no self-control, aka knowledge of self, you have what? Daily issues. I call them fetters. Why? Because you're causing them. Your ignorance is causing your problem. Because of the fact that you don't know yourself. You ain't doing the things you need to know yourself. So you're going through life haphazardly, willy-nilly, and it's constantly causing you problems. We call it drama. Y'all call it life. My life ain't full of drama. I don't want drama. No. Stay there for the TV program. Why? Because they act in real life. You got to deal with those. On TV, they just go by and all of a sudden it goes on. That ain't real life. Sorry about that. They call it programming for a reason. Usa. Right thinkers will do all, excuse me, my bad. Wrong thinkers, in which y'all are ignorant of yourself, will do what? All the wrong things. And then wonder, why I'm not being blessed. It's like me and my man. But we knew, because we had a phrase, if it wasn't for bad luck, we have none at all. Why? Because we ain't doing nothing good, so ain't nothing good going to happen for us. We didn't psychologically know that, but we knew that. Okay? For some reason, it just made sense. Now I see why. Yeah, you can't expect good from doing bad. I didn't know that then. He did. Because it was his phrase. It was his phrase. Sorry. Right thinkers. When you have lack of knowledge, aka when you're ignorant of yourself, you will suffer in life. You may have some good times, but you're gonna have more suffering than pleasure, and pain and pleasure go together. And if you ain't balancing out when you get more pleasure than pain, there's something you're doing wrong. I can deal with adversity. I can deal with situations maybe cause pain, but I'm not putting myself in harm's way. That's right living. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You control that element of yourself. Ignorant people, brothers, sisters, don't make a difference. Ignorant people will what? Continue to suffer in their life until when? They change their ways. If you ain't changing how you think, you ain't changing your heart, you still gonna continue to chase your tail or bars. You're gonna be buffering, going nowhere on the treadmill, all the same concept, going around, going nowhere. Rate your energy, going nowhere. Same thing. Chase your tail. So get the concept. Ignorant people would do what? Hurt and abuse who? The good people who what? Try to help them. The phrase is, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. I could never turn on my mother or father. Ain't nothing you can do to get me to turn on the people who brought me into the world and took care of me until I was able to take care of myself. That's parents. We should have reverence for them. Why? That God in the sky, I got that, but your parents is the one that's in the flesh. You can deal with them, and you should never disrespect them. If my kid, any one of them, disrespect me, I'm taking you out. I wish you would come up, raise up at me. I'm old school, yeah. You cannot speak to me. You can leave me alone. That's fine. But you're not going to disrespect me. Simple. Moving on. Sorry about that. I got a little personal there. He took me to another place. Yeah. But bad people, ignorant people, going to do what ignorant people do. So don't fault them, understand them, and deal with them. I got a lot of ignorant people around me. I'm learning to understand and adjust. I ain't trying to change them, enlighten them, yeah, teach them, but they don't want to be taught, so I got to deal with them. Moving on, we all have to make that decision in life. I ain't no different. When I was ignorant of my higher self, and yeah, I did all the things wrong. I lived to do wrong. I called my father the devil, and I was proud. I'm son. I'm Bill, son. I'm son of the devil. See the mentality? I got to grab my chair because I really gets. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Like I said, you was that ignorant. Yeah. Big time. Ignorant. Remember, ignorance is not knowing. When ego's driving the car, you know just what you're doing. And it's wrong, but you're doing it. That's the difference. See, if you're ego driven, you're going to do whatever you want to do, whether it's right or wrong. When you get spiritually inclined, when you get knowledge of self, you're going to do what? What's right. That's my point. And I'm trying to get my right good thing because that's all you got to do is what's right for you. Not somebody else. No, just you. So whatever scenario you're in, whatever situation you're in, you just do what's right and you'll be fine. I'm learning how to do that. That's called self-mastery. I had to what? Pay or suffer the consequences of what? All my ignorant actions. When every time, don't think you can get away with doing wrong to people or things and think, no, karma, remember her? She plays a vital role in the order of things. Why? Because she keeps order. All y'all who think you're getting over, that's where she comes. That's what she take care. I call her God's hitman. Okay, moving on. But when you doing wrong, you can't make nothing right to come from that. If you continue to do wrong, be ignorant, what happened? You will continue to what? Suffer in life when every day. Your life is full of suffering. If you live in a suffering life, you should really realize, wait a minute, hold up. Maybe I need to change something. Yeah, yeah. The way you think and what you do. Why? Because you caused it all on yourself. And if you can cause the problem, you should be able to solve the problem. Moving on, that's the concept. When you lack self-knowledge, you are what? Self-destructive. Mm-hmm. I tell you, the sign for set the ego is the man with a hatchet to his head. How much more self-destructive can you get? Okay, how about this? That ancient times, modern times, you have a gun in your head. Same thing. Okay, self-destructive, suicide. Sound familiar? We committing suicide on what my man called suicide by installments. We keep doing dumb stuff, eating, drinking poison, expecting somebody else to die. Not right living, not right thinking. That's crazy. Let me move on with the lesson. Yeah, okay, back to the lesson. When you have lack of knowledge, you are self-destructive. Let's talk about that right quick. Back in my ignorant days, when I lacked self-control and knowledge, I would do dumb things. I'm thinking about it now. I can't change it, but man, I did a lot of dumb stuff. We all have, if you think back and reflect. hmm But if you still doing them, that's the problem. If you're no longer doing them, okay, you can say you don't do it no more. But if you still doing dumb stuff, you're still dumb. When you're ego driven, and a lot of people don't change. Why? You have no self knowledge and control of what? Yourself. You become self destructive. Everything you do, pretty much you doing it to yourself. And when it's not good, really, when you doing the good stuff, good things that happen for you, they call them blessings. That's the reason. If you're doing bad stuff, you can't expect good stuff to happen. And if you're doing good stuff, why would you expect bad stuff to happen? It don't work that way either. You do good, you put good in, you can get good out. That's his law, not mine. Where we at? Okay, here you go. If you are a cheater, a lot of men are women beaters. You have no self-control. If you got to raise your hand to a female because you feel like you can dominate, you have no self-control, my man. Trust me. Domestic violence. I had to go to court and fight against my wife. Why? Because I refused to put my hands on her, but I had to do something to keep her from putting her hands on me. Felt like a punk, but it worked. Why? That's the law. You eat some things you just can't do, and you're protected by law. And being violent and abusive to other people, that's just wrong. So if you got that concept, you need to change that. Why? Because guess what? You getting there with Bubba and you the abuser, all of a sudden now you become the abusee. It ain't too fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? So be fair to people. So if you're in a position where somebody else is in control, at least they'll deal with you, hopefully in a fair manner. Why? Because that's how you deal with them. When you deal with people in an unfair manner, all I want is a chance to be unfair to you. If you do me and I get a chance, I'm going to do you. I tell you, I got no forgiveness. Why? For people who wrong me, you get no kick. No. You can get punishment. Okay? You gonna get the consequences of your actions. Don't get mad at me. That's why it is. Moving on. Where we at? Yeah. Lack of self-control and knowledge is what? Not a man thing or a woman thing. It's a self-control issue for anyone, male or female. We know some abusive females too. Okay, y'all ain't exempt from self-control and having not knowledge of self and wilding out and doing dumb stuff. So because y'all operate out of emotion, you feel that because you feel it, that's the need to do it. That's just wrong. And once you realize that, you'll get better for it. You'll be better for it. Excuse me. Knowledge will what? Always defeat ignorance. The underdog is ignorance. The big dog is knowledge. The big dog gonna chew that little dog up every time they have an encounter. Why? He ain't big enough. He's out of his weight class. Okay, your higher self is heavyweight. Lower self is lightweight. Get the concept? Moving on. Hope you do. I'm trying to give you the idea about having knowledge and being ignorant. Now that I have what? Self-knowledge. And I know that self, I will not what? Wrong. I will not think wrong. Okay? I will not purposely do wrong things. I'm not gonna do something I know is wrong. Why? I know it's wrong. I'm not gonna do it. At one time I didn't care. I willingly did wrong. Now I'm not that dude no more. That's the difference. Now, when I think of doing what? The wrong thing, getting back in the game and get that quick money, see if I still got man, you got to be out of your damn mind. No. All right. My higher self tells me just that. Man, you gotta be out of your damn mind. So that concept of going back. I've never seen a right thinker or a spiritually enlightened person go back to their old ways. I'm pretty sure my man from Streets to Christ ain't going back to the streets. Moving on. With self-knowledge, ignorance is not an option. Why? The ego has no say-so. If I still listen to my ego, I've done a whole lot of other stuff. So trust me, without the ego having say-so, you can do anything that you think you should do when you should do it. Why? Because you're doing it from the heart. You're doing it for the right reason. When you're ego-driven, you have a hidden agenda. I have no hidden agenda. Okay, that's the big difference. Okay, most of us have hidden agendas. I'm saying I don't. I'm just saying, but I can show you my agenda is not hidden. So it ain't what I say, it's what I do for you. Moving on, let me wrap this up. Can I appreciate you? Yeah, I see the time. All right, here you go. With self-knowledge, okay, now moving on. Yeah, Haru, which is the higher you, which is the real self, will what? Defeat set, which is who? Your ego, ignorant self, lower self, every time. Set will give in and do what Haru say do. Why? Because he ended up fighting off Apophis for Ra because he lost to Haru. So his job is to what? Defend and protect Ra. So you went from being a bad guy to being a protector of the good guy. Set's not a bad guy. The ego ain't bad. It just need to be controlled. Moving on. Know that self is controlling the ego, pretty much. All right. Your ego, what's this? Can be what? Put in place. And with higher knowledge of self, you do just that. Put him in the service. I use my ego when I have a long night to do something, whatever, when I don't want to get up. Okay, ego. Now, what? He just fight. He don't care who he fighting. If it means getting up, that means he get up. So you use it to your benefit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Use that aspect of your ego to benefit you, not to run you. Last one. Righteous and virtuous living will what? Will give you self-control every time. It will defeat the ego self. Why? Righteous and virtuous is good. Good over evil. Good will. Back when I was coming up, You had the good guy and the bad guy. The good guy wore a white hat. Bad guy wore black. Why? For some reason, the white hats always end up winning. That's supposed to be what? The good guys. They say what? Good guys. The real good guys wear black. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's wrap this up. Right? Virtuous living will always overpower what the ego self, aka the lower self, every time. It don't lose. Undefeated. Father Father Time, Mother Nature, undefeated. If this one don't get you, this one will. So understand. Practicing my right thing philosophy daily will what? Will empower you. How? With knowledge and self-control. And when you're doing the right thing, you also get the hidden factor, the blessings. We don't want everybody to know that. Why? Because everybody be trying to do the right thing. Why? That's what we want. So yeah, do the right thing and get blessed. Trust me. It's Sunday morning. Get your guard on. My self-knowledge does what? Gives me self-control with in all my situations. I'm learning to maintain my cool. I'm learning to keep my peace. I'm learning to maintain that place I like to be in all the time doing situations. It's easy to get there when I'm here. It's easy to get there when I'm out there meditating. That's fine. But can you do it when you're around people? Maintain and still do what you need to do. I love that. Why? That's the best part about it. Using it. Right thinkers. We are what? Enlightened beings who have self knowledge, aka true knowledge, and know ourselves, and we act accordingly. You have to have knowledge of self to do what you need to do for yourself. Live right, do right, and serve your higher self. You'll be fine. Last one. You don't got to be a Muslim, Christian, or Jew to do that. We call it spiritual. Right thinkers know what knowledge over ignorance is. Right thinkers philosophy's way. Know thyself and you'll be fine. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Time to hit the gym.